My name is Faye, HeavyShield. This exhibition is titled Confluences. I'm a member of the Blackfoot Confederacy in Southern Alberta. My art practice, I guess, started in 1980 or so when I started attending the art college and just been making work ever since. Early works are in the entrance gallery here. There's two new works. Both new works are responses to the sites here, the river and Cahokia. I have been working with river images for some years now as part of my practice. The other new work called Honor Cahokia. And before coming here, I was not aware of that civilization, that population. I felt very fortunate to visit there and to, I guess, just to be in that place where there was such strength there. And, you know, I really feel that it's still present there. The same as with the rivers, you know, it's very powerful river systems. Much of my work has been site-specific, and for me that's the exciting part, is making sure that I don't just bring something in and it's going to go on the wall, or not just importing. So this way it was thought out, and it was based on images of rivers that I had been working with before. So in a sense there was a history already in place. So all those things, you know, that's what comes together when the place has a part in what you're doing. You know, it really does determine in many ways how you're going to present your vision of what you want. Decision making, I think that's such a fun part of being an artist, is you're not bound by anything. If there's something that you try and okay, it doesn't really work, okay, well you'll go and you'll do something else. And so it's a real, I guess, journey, but it's very freeing because you're the one making those choices.
So my name is Alexis Smith. I'm an assistant curator here at the Pulitzer Arts Foundation, and the title of the exhibition is The Nature of Things, Medieval Art and Ecology, 1100 to 1550. When I was organizing this exhibition, I was really thinking about two main questions. The first question is, how does art making affect the environment? What are the environmental impacts of things like forestry, farming, mining, and quarrying, all these industries that produce the natural resources that artists were then turning into works of art? The second question is, how does the environment affect art making? We can look at the inspiration that medieval artists found in the natural world. We see flora and fauna, plants and animals represented all throughout medieval art. We can also look at the ways in which the natural properties of materials guide the artist's hand. I have a couple of different types of wood, and not every tree is created equal, you know. Trees grow at different rates, they have different grains of wood. So we can look at how the way that a tree grows, how the species of tree might guide the hand of the artist when they are sculpting the wood. And the same thing goes for a material like stone, you know. Not all of these materials have the same constituents, the same durability, the same hardness. And so we see how even things like geology might affect the way in which an artist has to work with a material. So about 20% of the objects you'll see in the exhibition are from the St. Louis Art Museum, from WashU's library, and then from the library at the Missouri Botanical Garden. I then expanded the lens outward and secured about 50% of the works from collections in the Midwest, and the other 50% are from collections around the US. And I was just really interested in trying to leverage the resources that were available to me locally and try to minimize the carbon footprint of the show. Throughout this exhibition, you're going to see some of the greatest hits of medieval art, but what I'm asking people to do in this instance is think about them in very different ways. Think about them in terms of materials and in terms of natural resources, in terms of what they can tell us about how people, how artists interacted with the environment and the resources available to them. To learn more about these exhibitions, you can go to www.pulitzerarts.org.